So I'm scrolling through Instagram the other day and minding my own business, and I came across this video posted by Firearms United. It's this biathlon clip, you know, where you ski and then you shoot. And the comments over the video were like, this is easy, no skill, impossible to miss. Like they're watching the Winter Olympics thinking it was Top Golf or some shit. And listen, I love to brag about my shooting. I've been doing this forever. That's it, folks. That speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. There's nothing else to say. But not even I am bold enough to pretend this is easy. Take into account this like funky sci-fi optic that people keep pointing out. That's not magnified. It's basically a glorified iron sight.
Biathletes also are looking through a peep sight, so there's no magnification. So as they're looking down toward the targets, which are 50 meters away, all that they see are the peep sights.
Then there's this comment that says, impossible to miss. Impossible to miss, bro? Most shooters can't hit a 15-yard target with a rifle while standing still inside after drinking a smoothie. These athletes are trying to hit a 1.8-inch target from 50 meters with their heart doing 180 beats per minute.
While gliding into the shooting range on skis, their heartbeats can top out at 180 beats per minute, and holding still at that point is not easy.
Then there's another comment that says, do it with an AR, LOL. Now keep in mind, biathlon isn't about recoil, it's about precision under physical suffering, literally.
It's a little bit like trying to thread a needle in a snowstorm, with a stadium full of screaming fans, a press ring of photographers, and the suffocating pressure of making the perfect shot.
So let's talk about why this sport looks easy. Only because the people doing it are absolute monsters at it. Watch this. Because here's the thing, that little clip on Instagram, it only shows the most boring looking part of one of the hardest sports ever created, essentially. The part the internet never sees, and the part that made me go down a full-blown biathlon rabbit hole is everything happening before that athlete even touches the rifle. Now, speaking of Olympics and gold and silver and all that actual jazz, that actually brings me to today's sponsor, Lear Capital. Now, I believe in crypto, but I also believe in balance. Because when companies can rewrite your financial freedom with a few lines of code, it reminds me why I always like having something tangible to fall back on. That's where Lear Capital, the sponsor of today's video, comes in. If you're one of those people who thinks that crypto markets move a little too fast, or you just want something more stable to hedge against inflation, the rising US debt, or whatever new economic emergency Washington decides to dream up next, consider diversifying with precious metals like gold and silver. Here's a stat that caught my attention. If you'd invested $500 in gold back in the mid-2000s, it'd be worth about $2,687 today. Slightly more than if you'd put it in the S&P 500. Gold doesn't just hedge against risk, it keeps pace with the market. And with Lear Capital, getting started is simple. They've got 27 years of experience, over 3 billion in trusted transactions, and thousands of 5-star reviews. What I like most is they actually educate you, whether you want physically to own gold or silver, or just add it to your 401k or IRA for long-term protection. Because let's be honest, your bank can freeze your account, but they can't delete a gold bar sitting in your safe. If you're ready to learn more, call 855-271-1871 or visit trylear.com/Colion. That's trylear.com/Colion to get your free 2025 gold IRA kit and see how you can protect your savings. And right now, if you make a qualified purchase, Lear Capital will give you up to $15,000 in bonus gold or silver. That's 855-271-1871 or trylear.com/Colion. Because in a world where digital dollars can be turned off, it just makes sense to own something they can't control. All right, now back to why the biathlon fooled so many people in that Instagram clip. Most people think biathlon is some quirky European winter hobby. Nah, this thing was born out of straight up warfare.
Biathlon isn't just a trivia answer. It's a competitive, professional sport with military roots that stretch back centuries.
Before Olympics, before fanfare, This was soldiers patrolling borders on skis.
Members of the Swedish and Norwegian Border Patrol had been meeting for contests that combined skiing with rifle shooting.
That little 12-second clip doesn't show the carnage these athletes go through.
During our filming, they covered about 18 miles on roller skis.
18 miles? Just during filming? That's not a warm-up, that's a cry for help. The targets are comically small.
These were seriously tiny targets. In the prone position, you are trying to hit an area that's less than 2 inches wide from 50 meters away. And in the standing position, it's not much bigger. The target is only 4.5 inches wide.
And you're hitting that from 50 meters with no magnification while your soul leaves your body. The hardest part, your body is actively sabotaging you every step of the way.
Their heartbeats can top out at 180 beats per minute, and holding still at that point is not easy.
Your sight picture becomes a heartbeat monitor.
You'd be surprised how many thoughts you can have in the 25 seconds you're up there shooting, or how many thoughts you can have in between shots. I thought, oh, if I hit this shot, I'm gonna probably be in the top 10. Oh, if I hit this next one, I'll probably get on the podium. So once you start focusing on the result, it usually doesn't happen.
So essentially, as soon as you think about winning, you lose.
A somewhat humiliating aspect of biathlon is that if you miss your shooting targets, you have to do a lap around a 150-meter penalty loop and watch your competitors leave you behind.
So basically, the biathlon is the only sport that gives you a public timeout. Biathlons look easy because the athletes are absolute monsters at it. Smooth isn't easy. Effortless isn't easy. It's mastery. If you still think it's easy, go sprint for 45 seconds and try to hit a bottle cap at 50 yards. Call me when you find your bullet.